Hello friends, welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. This is Mindless Max, welcoming you once again to Heather Valley with Sean Redburne. Now, you may notice that Sean has lost his facial hair and a few shades of color. I have managed to go into the code for my graphics pack and put the albinism back in place the way it's supposed to actually work. Huzzah. Very excited about that. Okay. Now, I did have Sean here, prepping to go downstairs. Last episode was the start of his survival. And what he has done is managed to clear all of this layer of the school, as well as the one above. This is the third floor, and the roof. There was nothing, thankfully, on the roof, except for a bunch of trash that spelled out the word help for any passing helicopters, I suppose, although he hasn't heard any helicopters for quite a while. And those supplies were far more useful down here, where he managed to use them to craft a, first of all, a spike. He just took a stone and hammered on a chunk of metal until it had a sharp enough edge, and he wrapped a rag around it on one end and used that as a handle. So now he has a makeshift knife. He managed to use that to carve up some rags, just shred them up into their threads. Use that thread to tie together a stone hammer. Use that hammer to hammer out some more metal into a screwdriver. So now he has the equipment he needs to not only butcher better, but also to take apart equipment, furniture, and the like. Now he also used the knife to fashion himself a cudgel, as his hockey stick was in rough shape, and he's about to head downstairs, but after giving it some thought, he turns around. He'd rather not go down there right away. He's going to come here, he's going to... Well, he is thirsty and hungry, but rather than waste this mushy mayonnaise he has, he chugs it down. It's a lot of calories, but it's something. He has no water? Yes, he does. He has a little bit of clean water. He drinks that down. What's his mood like now? Not bad. So he has a lot of books here to read. Drops his cudgel onto the table. Going to start reading them, throwing them back down, just to see what we have. Fire's finally gone out. So those bodies have finally been cremated. There shouldn't be anything left in here. No. Still some hot air, but no fire. He's actually sitting in the hot air, so he should be plenty warm at the moment. Yes. There's a lot of books here. Chemistry for kids, awesome science experiments that really work. I like it. Seem to be a lot more actually titled entertainment books than there used to be, which is an interesting change. Okay. color is starting to make it to the bottom of the list. Which is good news. Friendly, humane fashion. Full fur pants, full fur hat, full fur coat. Yeah, so basically all the fake fur. Guide to advanced emergency care. Ooh. Requires first aid level 5 to understand, but it can take your first aid to level 8. That is nice. So right now we're just mostly waiting on nightfall, because if we go down there and see a bunch of zombies, they're all going to come for us at once. And we'd much rather deal with them one at a time. What's this SICP? Can bring your computer skills to 8. Okay. Requires computers of 5. We just heard something die downstairs. Perhaps they're wandering through some rose bushes or rubble, who knows. Broken windows is also likely. There's one thing a school is good for. It's books. I don't know if he's even going to make it through this stack of just finding out what he has before he runs out of daylight. Even just skimming these takes him forever. It's already 20 to 9. Not his favorite activity. It's too dark for him to read now. Okay, so he comes up. He grabs the baseballs. Can he also get the cudgel? Yes, okay, so now he can actually carry all 3 baseballs if he carries nothing else. We may want to keep the makeshift knife close. We can carry it too. Excellent. So what do we have here? We have all 4 of those items in his pants. Okay. He approaches the staircase and starts to crouch. So far, this hall is empty. He opens the double door at the end. Explores the outside. Plastic bag of salt. Pull that out of the trash just so we know it's there. North and below you hear glass breaking. Okay. At least out here is clear otherwise. Puts the salt next to the stairs up. In the west he hears thump. Okay. This bathroom is clear. Coming back to this hall halfway expecting to find things running about, but no. He starts beating on this door. From the north and below he hears clang, like something's hitting a locker. He's starting to break through this door. There it is. The zombie child gets ready to run. Backs off. Precisely hits it for 18 damage. Critical. Quickly strikes it for another 6. And another 6. Misses. Another 8. backs away. Swings, misses, backs away. Oh. He lunges at him, misses, and he finally finishes it off. The first kill with his cudgel. He can't see to do a better job of cutting it up, but just quickly. Sunglasses. He wants those. Puts them on. They could help protect his eyes from the sunlight. He's sensitive to it. Slows to a walk again. Orange soda. Just some more files and nothing of particular interest. Paper, files, paper, more files. Files, files, and paper, and more files. What's that? A corporate accounting ledger. A book. And another. Could they be useful? Oh no. Arithmetical error. No. We'll be right back. Alright, we're back. So, I had to go... it responded when we were back outside exploring that outside area to the south of this hallway entrance. So I again checked the bathroom, I smashed down the door, I killed the zombie child. Again, we didn't take any damage. Didn't lose anything. So, what we're just going to do is try to do this more a single section at a time. I'm not sure exactly what the mathematical error was, but obviously trying to move everything at the same time didn't work too well, and I'd rather not have a bunch of crashes again. Okay, so we're just going to try and grab these, stack them together, drag them back to the doorway, along with whatever that was. The refuse. This is the alternative for carrying everything by backpack. You just kind of drag it along the ground. Because right now backpacks would slow us down, make it harder for us to hit the enemies, make it harder for us to dodge. Just all in all, unfortunate events. There we are. We heard something. Okay. Stop dragging the items. A lot of whumping coming from this doorway. It's locked. Come on. Cudgel's not as good for bashing as the hockey stick was. And another zombie child stumbles out of the doorway. Takes a deep breath, swings at it, and backs away. This time he strikes it. And again. Precisely hitting it hard in the face. Watching it reel backwards, skull fracturing. Smashes it again. And then a second right behind it. Swings but misses. Follows, misses. Hits it. Back, it's chasing him. Keeps swinging at it. His cudgel able to act faster than the hockey stick. Finally he brings it down. Quickly cuts it up with his knife. Returns to walking pace. Drags everything it had towards the staircase. Same with this child. He expects them not to have anything of particular use, but best to see what he does have. A purse. He grabs it. Wears it. Wields the cudgel. This can is partially drank, so he has to finish drinking it. Takes the can with him. An empty lighter. It's just, why were these two children in here? Fit over sunglasses that don't fit him. Not as good as the sunglasses he now has, but drags everything he's currently found upstairs just to get rid of them. From below to above. The fat, the meat, the refuse from those bodies, he tosses them all into the flame, or what will be the flame. Everything he wants to keep separate. He moves to the side. Filthy clothes he drags back into the corner. Not the baseballs. The knife he keeps. Everything else can go on the floor, along with the purse. Halfway hopes he can find a new t-shirt. His is quite torn up. The other bathroom. No. Nothing. But he heard something in the hall. Perhaps it was below. Cautiously explores further into the darkness. A pair of reading glasses. More books. But for now, no more dead. Chocolate bars. Some soda. Not much else in this room. This should be... what? What is this place? A classroom, perhaps? A meeting area? Seems... yes, some sort of open meeting area. Southeast and below, he hears crashing. Where is he now? Another office. Just display cabinets. He thought he heard something up this way, but from the east he hears whoomp on the door. Nothing else in this room. He opens it. A zombie child emerges. He swings, getting ready to run. He missed. Manages to strike it this time. And again. And again. This time stunning it. Striking it again. Finishing it off. Waits to see if anything else comes. No. Quickly chops it up. Nothing of immediate interest on it. He can hear noise. Footsteps from the other side of this wall. Right there. Another heavier set zombie. He swings and backs away. They seem more resistant to his club. But he's managed to stun it. Takes the opportunity to swing a few more times, backs away, misses. Cudgel has been damaged. Strikes it again. Comes out clambering on top of a shelf. Cudgel was damaged. He continues to quickly strike it. Why? It sounds like he's punching it. No. He finishes off right on top of the same place where the child zombie was. Is the cudgel too damaged? It doesn't do as much damage now. He needs to replace it. So much for it being well designed. The hockey stick held up more. He stops, catches breath, starts walking again. Opening the southern door, he checks to make sure this office is empty, and it is. This classroom. This must be the home ec room. It has a fridge. More purses, matches. He grabs the purse. The cudgel is almost destroyed. Nearly broke it, beating on that zombie. He's grabbed what he can for now. He stops, picks up the bodies, rather than leaving them there to rot. Drags them upstairs. One of them had a shotgun. A single barrel shotgun. Not as good as the one he found before, but it does mean more ammunition. You may need to think of a different weapon. This cudgel didn't do very well at all. Gets his hockey stick. At least it's seems to be in better shape. Yes. It's not as quick, but it does strike harder. Taking advantage of the momentary pause, puts the books into the pile of books and drags everything else into his stash. Once again, no, he has a purse to drop off. He's still not tired, but he needs to explore. He opens the other door into he hears much noise below him, a lot of things breaking. A zombie appears from the darkness. He starts to run. Strikes it again. And again. And again. And he grabs him. Bites into his body. And he finishes it. Below, below, below. Below can make all the noise it wants. He chops up the body. Has nothing of immediate interest. If he takes off the sunglasses, can he see further? No. Wear them. Wield the stick. He slows to a walk. What's this? A football helmet? He puts it on. It's, if nothing else, protection for his head. And it's familiar as well. About as familiar as these small, hungry-looking children that emerge from the darkness are starting to appear. He slashes it and backs away. Swinging again, but missing. And again. Strikes it. And a third time. Finishing it off. He waits to see if another will come. Yes, we'll take the autosave in case it crashes again. And cuts it apart. The light from outside is helpful in its own way. Some safety goggles. A frisbee. Samurai novel. He crouches down again. And then the child emerges from the darkness. Strikes it and then dodges its attack. Smashes it very hard, making it stagger. Swings again, finishing it off. He waits to see if another will emerge, and when none come, destroys it. This one had a basketball clutched in its little hands, forgotten as it lunged forward. Another hockey stick. His is still hanging in there, but for now, he will drag it back to the hall. Doesn't want to forget that. Another child. A couple of blows and he's nearly taken it down. He dodges its lunge, swings again, finishing it off. It had a large bottle of energy cola on it. Some more chocolate bars. He's hoping for something more substantial, but beggars can't be choosers. He's nearly explored all the way around. Another zombie child clambers over the desk towards him from the darkness. With a firm strike, after missing it repeatedly, he manages to take it down. And as he starts trying to cut it up, another emerges. He immediately swings out, battering it away. Twice. And the third blow finishing it. have anything of particular interest on them. But as he starts wandering around the teacher's desk, another one comes from the other side. Manages to strike it very hard and backs away, finishing it off. Quickly cuts it up. It had a book. Break a leg. One he's already collected and glanced at. A peanut butter and maple sandwich. Yes. Thank you. It wouldn't last much longer anyway, but for now, it's sustenance. He wolfs it down, not caring that it came from the trash can. A backpack. But no more dead. This classroom is now clear. He grabs the refuse from the bodies, dragging it out to the hall. One final room to check. He heard a noise. A fat zombie emerges from the darkness, grabbing at him, lunging. Starts attacking it, backing away. It keeps coming. He's got it out in the hall now, and he finishes it off. Quickly cutting it up. A cash card. He pockets it. The dead don't have need for money. If this condition has spread very far, the living may not have much need for it either. A Swiss Army knife. This is excellent. This gives him some metal sawing and wood sawing qualities. And it's a cutting and screwdriving tool. This is better than the screwdriver he put together, or the makeshift knife most likely. Another child emerges from the darkness as he moves between the desks. He turns back, slashing at it, and strikes it hard, then cuts it to pieces with his freshly found knife. The child had a pack of Toastums on it. But no, this floor is clear now. And yet he doesn't feel safe yet. The child was here. Drag it out to the hall. Oops. Grabs the bodies, starting to rearrange them. This one is clear. Here. Did he grab these already? No. Is there another? Scans the rooms. Paranoia clutching at him. That he may have missed one, hiding in the darkness in a corner. So far, all is quiet. Crash, glass breaking. Yes, he's already cleaned out this room. second floor is now clear of the dead, but from what he can hear, the main ground floor is quite busy indeed. The fat, the meat, butchery refuse, butchery refuse. To the side, the basketball, the books, and the hockey stick, as well as the other things. He grabs the undamaged hockey stick, accidentally still dragging everything else with him. He stops. Okay. Stop dragging. The screwdriver, the stone hammer. Purse. Messenger bag. Backpacks. The messenger bag. Everything else. Puts the filthy clothes away. The books. Wields the damaged hockey stick. May as well get what use he can out of it. There it is. Dragging the other supplies onto the stack. Prepares to brave the first floor, and immediately is grabbed by a zombie. Manages to pull away, clambering up the stairs to safety, the zombie following him. He strikes it. It's already injured. He finishes it off. Waits to see if anything else will come up the stairs. So they are intelligent enough to follow him upstairs, but not enough to figure out that they do lead to those sounds above. Carefully explores just around the stairs, and then a tough zombie appears out of the darkness. He strikes it, but this one isn't injured. Smashes it hard. It bites him in the arm and grabs him at the same time. Cleaves its head and claws at him. Another zombie child arrives. Continues trying to take down the brutish one, finishing it off. Slashes the child. Hits it. At least it's too small to grab him. Carefully, he drags the bodies up the stairs to where the other is, dropping them, cutting them up. There's a needle here, a camera, a sports drink. Takes us to a zombie child comes out of the darkness. Takes the opportunity to slay it, take it upstairs, and treat it similarly to the others. He comes downstairs and waits again, seeing if anything more will emerge from the shadows. But as a minute passes, and nothing more comes, he starts to move again. These doors are destroyed. He can hear something just south of him. Footsteps. They're coming this way. Another zombie. This one is also injured. He leads it towards the stairs. Hits it. The hockey stick on its last limbs, last legs. Very nearly destroyed. How is it doing? It's lost some of its damage dealing capability, but wait. This thing had ammo on it. He drops it. Cuts up the body. Descends the stairs. He's in the hall below. This office seems clear. This is the physical education teacher's office. The one he saw upstairs, the one he had to kill. Baseball bats. Better weapons than the stick. He immediately grabs one, dropping the stick for now. What else has he got here? Volleyballs, more baseball bats. A baseball cap? No. So he's right next to the gym. And is now in it. It's where that zombie came from. He heard a noise. Something's coming. The zombie has grabbed him. Strikes it again, but it bites him in the arm. Another swing of the bat, it's nearly down. And finally, he smashes its face in with the bat, watching it crumple. Grabs its body, drags it away, grabbing the wreckage in the doorway as he goes. I'd rather deal with them here, where it's safe. This is a bathroom. Mercifully empty. He shuts the door so that nothing wanders in and surprises him. This one as well. What's this? A sports jersey that fits him. He'll throw it on, dropping his tattered t-shirt, picking up the bat once more. One of the locker rooms. Another locker room, but this one's door has been destroyed. Some chewy candy. There's nothing in here anymore. Drag some more things upstairs. These doors are shut. Perhaps you should start with the gym. Circle its edge. He hears a thump. There's a zombie child here. In the east, he hears glass breaking. Grabs the child's body. Spotted another one. Lunges at him. Misses. He batters it. Finishing it off. 2 now. 2 he's carrying. Southeast, he hears more glass shattering. But he has the bodies upstairs. He's safe now. Okay. Once more, he heads over to the wall. A zombie dressed in a hazmat suit. Were they working to prevent this? Or were they the cause? It has a Geiger counter, cash card. Can't fit both in his pocket. A fat zombie emerges from the darkness. And then a tough one backs away, starting to run. Thrashes the tough zombie, shattering bone, causing it to stagger. Batters it again. It's nearly down. Finishes it off. This most powerful blow yet. Spins on the fat zombie, cracking it, nearly driving it to its knees with his first blow, finishing it off. Then another one emerges. Repeats the process. 2, 3 blows. It lunges at it, but he manages to get out of the way, and he brings it down. Silence. A few footsteps to the south. More glass breaking. Grabs what's left. Another zombie child. Another tough zombie. Thrashes it, backing away. Another clobber, finishing it off. This pile of corpses is becoming quite large at the moment. Needs to move more quickly. Finally, he's back in the hall. Drops everything. Some smartphones, his t-shirt, a few books, some junk food, but nothing new particularly. He starts chopping them up with his knife. Returns downstairs. See what he can do. Another zombie child. 2 of them. 1 down. 2 more. It's 3. It's 4. He's still primed to run. He slows himself down. Waiting to see if he can run more. He's still hearing footsteps somewhere in the gym, as well as on the other side of the wall. The windows out of the gym have been completely destroyed. This was the basketball hoop. It's gone now. The zombie. Make sure he's not carrying anything anymore. Smashes it. Misses. He finishes it off. Grabbing it, he adds it to his pile of things. Dragging them up. Out of the way. Finally away from the footfalls he was hearing. He stops hauling them. More bodies. "62 zombies he's taken down. 34 of them children. Does it even faze him anymore? I wonder. This is all him hauling stuff. It's hard to say. We'll have to check the next time. Nothing's affecting his morale at the moment, but that could have been due to the few minutes he spent cutting the bodies up. Hand flare was loaded with charges, but cannot have any. Okay, good. No, it didn't crash. The windows here are also broken. A headless zombie. It's managed to grab hold of him. It lunges, but misses. He turns around swinging, dropping it down. His door leads to the outside. The backyard, if he's not mistaken. This basketball hoop still stands. Starts dragging the headless zombie up, and hears footsteps. He stops. What else is here? Another zombie bites him in the torso. Manages to claw, rip up his pants, and he finishes it off. Another victim. Body hurts from all the zombie attacks, but he carries on. He is growing tired, however. It's 1:15 in the morning. He'll have to stop after clearing the gym, and there's no guarantee that others won't come in from outside while he rests. a body just outside. There seems to be nothing else around. He leaves the glass shards for now, but takes the body so he can dispose of it. Another child coming through the window. It's nearly down on its own. I feel remorse for killing the zombie child. Others picks them up as he goes along. Yes, they seem to have been killing themselves on these windows. He's grabbed a bunch of glass, slowing him down. But at long last, the gym is clear. The zombies just seem to want to congregate in there. He's managed to fill this one spot. Found the body of a tough zombie. And he has here 8 children, despite only killing a few. Quickly, he cuts them up. Then, desperate to get back, get some sleep, get something to eat, grabs the refuse, the flesh, that seems to be it. Target of act moved items, okay. Oh, something must have rotted away while we were dragging it. Okay, that's fine. Okay, everything to the north, go. No. Okay, apparently we have so much refuse, we can only hold some of it. Okay, so let's go over here, activate our matchbook, light it up, see if we can't shove more in now. Yep, so a lot of it burnt up almost immediately. Give it a few seconds. Try again. And just like that. Alright, can we cook anything? No. We have nothing to cook with. What does he have to eat? Some more mayonnaise. Mustard. He chugs down the bottle of mayonnaise. Shakes himself. Not liking it in any way. Clothing. What does he have? Sports jerseys. Other things that look uncomfortable. A towel. Even that would be better than nothing. His t-shirt that's downstairs. Fine. Stacks them up onto the sofa. Settles himself into sleep. Does he want to set an alarm? No, but he does want to close this gate. He should have some shelter from the sun here. He falls straight asleep. It's now been 20 hours since the Cataclysm started. Exactly. As he continues to sleep, wondering if his family's worried about him, knowing they must be, and praying that they're not among the monstrosities like his teacher was. He's already slept until the afternoon. He's completed the achievement the first day of the rest of their own lives for waking after surviving for 24 hours. He's hungry, thirsty. He drinks some mustard and some cookies. He's out of water, so he drinks the lemon lime soda, the orange sodas. Feel quite full and a bit sluggish. Yes. But it's daytime. Almost 1:30 in the afternoon. He doesn't want to go downstairs in this. So he sits down. No. Here's something he needs to do. Comes down, starts dragging up everything he's managed to collect from the first floor. Stops dragging. The ammo, 2 cameras, a bunch of cash cards, a tool. This is what he should do. Tools, particularly useful tools. The needle, yes. The rest of these, no. There to down there. What other tools do we have? A funnel, yes. The cordless drill with battery charge. A heavy-duty flashlight, perhaps once it has a battery. The hot plate, yes. The pliers. That's about it for now. What else is he on? Okay, everything else can just go into this pile. Filthy clothing. No, there was a book. That goes somewhere else. Files, the flyers, the glass shards, all 228 of them. Splintered wood. Chunks of steel. the junk food. Everything else is just filthy clothing. Grabs hold of it. Drags it down into the corner, getting it out of the way for now. The book's beneath him. He can go there. Settles in to read. First, putting his bat on the floor. Birdhouse. A paper wrapper. Doesn't need that. Glamapolitan. Lies. Damn lies. And rocket science. What does that do for him? It's just fun. New York parties. Don't think that's useful for anything, no. Books of poetry. Buddy novels. Drop the matchbook. Drop the cash card. Let's see. His makeshift knife. Bash of 2, piercing of 10, 11 butchery, 1 cutting. Okay, his makeshift knife is better for butchering. Chemistry textbook. That one is useful, even if he can't use it yet. Didn't think the comic book would be very helpful, but if nothing else, it's entertainment. He doesn't have to work so hard to read. Oop. Mystery novel. Pulp novel. Road novel. Romance novel. Sci-fi novel. He's getting there. It's almost 4 in the afternoon, but he is getting there. Okay. There's only a handful of books that are presently useful to him. A lot of them he doesn't have the understanding for to be able to use. However, his current goal is different. He's growing thirsty. We have a thermos, a small plastic bottle. Is that it? Is that it for our bottles? Plastic bottles. Glass bottles. Condiment bottles. All of them he takes with him. He's going up to the roof. He's going to get the water. Pour into a container. We can fill the water here with clean water, but it's not our current goal. Okay. Have a drink. Have another drink. Okay. Should help with his thirst. Sunlight is really irritating your mouth and other body parts. Yes, we need to get out of it. There. Nothing else? He's not hungry anymore. Alright, not thirsty anymore. And he has a lot of water here available, even if some of it did freeze the time it took him to get downstairs. Rather than letting the food go to waste, he chugs down some mustard. And a few cookies. He decides to read for a bit, while he waits for nightfall. Birdhouse Monthly will teach him the basics of building things. He decides that's probably a good way to start. Time marches onward as he slowly, bit by bit, learns more. Night is finally setting in. It's too dark to read. He's feeling a little hungry again. He has some more mustard. He doesn't like it, but it's something. Picks up his baseball bat. Prepares himself to descend once more to the ground floor. A tough zombie comes out of the shadows almost immediately. Grabs hold of him as he smacks it. Bites his right arm. He swings and misses, and finishes it off. In the dying light of the day, he can see that a few other zombies have moved into the gym. Or at least one. Just to get its attention. See a small zombie child just outside the window. The zombies grabbed him. He managed to take it down before it gets a chance to attack. Nothing else has seen him, even though there is a zombie child just outside. He grabs the zombie, starts dragging it. Hoping against hope that no more come inside. Grabs the wreckage from this door. And up the stairs. Leaving everything where he did the previous night. He chops up the zombies really quickly. Then realizes he's still carrying all of his bags. Decides to drop them right here, between the stairs. They'll only slow him down. Steps out into the light, just to test the waters. Nothing seems to notice him. Steps into the window. The zombie child right there. Lunges forward, chasing him into the gym. Just as he planned. Another one. He waits. And another zombie. And a tough zombie. The zombie goes down. The tough zombie is similarly poorly health. Zombie child that's right there. You get it. There's a tough zombie and the zombie child. They both see him. They're both coming. In the east he hears crunch. Okay, here it comes. He hits it. He grabs him Then he spins around, smashing it upside the head with the bat, taking it down. The child slowly makes its way inside to where he's waiting in the shadows. He swings wildly, missing it repeatedly. Finally takes it down. You can see one zombie off to the distance, past the flagpole. Night is fully set in now as he drags his victims upstairs. Chopping them up one at a time, checking to see if they had anything of use. No. No, they did not. Decides to just do a check of the perimeter. Glass shards. This body. Grabs it. There's 2 of them here. Takes them both inside. There's another bat. But he doesn't need that right now. He drags the bodies away. Cutting them up. More bodies here. More he doesn't have to kill himself. Once again, he drags them away. There's a fence right outside the windows of the gym. It's hard to say what's on the other side of them. The children are no longer a problem. Decides to check the equipment room. No, nothing else seems to have wandered in there. Anything here? There's a house. The fence leads to a home. It's quiet. Another child died in this window. More glass. That is all, just glass. Picks it up, as well as the zombie child. And that's that. Decides to check the locker rooms just to make sure nothing else has moved in. Is the window intact still? Yes. So far, so good. If you can clear the playground. More broken windows, but no bodies. This is the cafeteria. A zapper zombie to the east. Just covered in static electricity. The flag laying on the ground, trampled underfoot. So let's drag. I just saw a zombie dog. Preparing to run. There it is. Batter it for 29 damage. This canine corpse lunging at us, but we managed to dodge. Our second blow misses. Our third blow misses. It's a back and forth of dodging. Finally, we bring it down. Okay. Quickly we start gathering what we can from outside. What is this? Oak tree. Didn't find anything. can search some of these shrubs, so we're doing so. Wild vegetables. Pick the birch tree? Yes. Zombie child has come out of the cafeteria to join us. We can't hit it. Why can't we hit it? Finally. Striking it. More broken glass. These things don't seem to take a clear path if it's offered to them. They'll just bulldoze wherever they feel like. Turning about, he smashes the zombie in the face. And again, it bites him on the arm. Bites deeply. Finishes it off. But this wound aches like nothing else has. Even his shoulders and chest, where he's been clawed and bitten multiple times, don't ache like it does on his left forearm now. Starts dragging everything else towards the stairs, but it's taking too long. He hears a zombie dying somewhere. Almost there. 1 and 2. And he stops, dismembering the dog, the child, and the zombie, and makes his way upstairs. He did find that hydrogen peroxide. Perhaps that could help ease his mind. Can't pick up spilt liquids. What? No. No, 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 no. Okay. Small plastic bottle of hydrogen peroxide. Okay. Get that. Activate it. And it cleans it. After the sizzle as it bubbles up in the wound. The ache slowly fades away. That, he decides he'd best take everything he's already gotten. Upstairs, he is very thirsty. We've almost got it here. A lot of this is just that debris. It takes so much. The fat, the meat, the refuse. Everything else. Hey, the glass shards are gone. Most of this is clothing. The book. Okay, let's take this filthy clothes over here, drop them off. Take the book there. Have something to eat. And some water, please. Clean water, frozen. How about non-frozen? Okay. And with that, we're going to call this a day. So have a good night. And we will see you again here in Heather Valley with Sean Redburne, survivor of his school.